Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 5 in the NFL right now with Joe Duffy, and each week Joe Duffy takes a bunch of games that I ask him to take, not his premium picks, not the games where he thinks he has a big edge on. We're doing it again this week. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us.
Thank you, Peter.
All right, the Bears and Carolina is the first game we're going to cover. Interesting game here. Could possibly be, some value with Carolina if you think Cam Newton's 100%. We'll see what your opinion on this game is. First, give a plug for offshoreinsiders.com. Tell everyone how you've done with the premium picks at your site, not the games that I ask you to take in these videos.
Yeah, no, 27 years in the business, a whole heck of a lot more winning streaks than losing streaks. I know I already got a ton of winners already up for this weekend. Visit offshoreinsiders.com for more details, but it's possibly the strongest weekend of the year, and I still got a lot more research ahead of me at offshoreinsiders.com.
Carolina is a 2.5 or 3-point home favorite. Total is 45.5. And, last week I had a break-even day in the NFL, and I had some losers. Some of those losers I still look back on, and I say that, they were good bets. They just happened to lose. I did bet Carolina, and I look back on that, and I say that was a horrible bet, and I was completely on the wrong side of that one. Here they are. They've gotten blown out 2 weeks in a row, 2.5 or 3-point home favorites. If they're looking for a team with some vulnerabilities where they might catch a little bit of a break, that could be Chicago here. They are having a bunch of injuries. Maybe even their top receivers are banged up a little bit. So, Carolina should have a better defense than what they've shown. If Cam Newton's close to 100%, then he should be pretty good, even though they're having some issues at running back. So I could see leaning Carolina -2.5 here, but after getting burned last week, I'm pretty gun-shy about it. What do you like here, Joe Duffy?
No, you did bring up a very good point and a lesson for handicappers that you do have to evaluate your picks and learn from your mistakes. I know of a journeyman handicapper. One of the reasons he's not a journeyman, he says every loss is an aberration, or as real gamblers would call it, a bad beat. So, yeah, you do have to learn from your losses. But no, here, look, I've said for years, actually, really in the Jay Cutler era, that the Bears tend to be predictably unpredictable. And already this year, the road team is 4-0 straight up in ATS in their games. And the fact that Cutler is off of a horrible effort at home to Green Bay, a team that obviously has a tremendous quarterback, but a team that's not very good defensively. It's a game that you would think he should have had a good game against, but that's the type of situations where he tends to come up short. Now, he's hitting the road against a quality defense, and this is the type of game that it's Jay Cutler's career. When you think he should have a bad game, he has a good game, and now he's in a tougher situation. I think he's more than going to bounce back. And as you said, Carolina, some problems, they got plenty of problems at running back, where Jonathan Stewart, he's nursing a knee injury. So Mike Tolbert is on the short-term reserve list. They just have so many running back injuries. And, of course, Williams, he's probably not going to play. So I think you're starting actually a tailback this weekend. I mean, that's how many injuries they've had, and it's very key. And really looking at the games themselves and people who study the game films, where I subscribe to their reports, everybody seems to agree that Cam Newton, whether or not it's Rivera saying that he's not going to unleash Newton or whether Newton's hurting, Newton is a little tentative as far as running the ball. He's really been a little bit more of a pocket passer. So all that considered, with a quarterback that's probably not 100%, with a running game that's certainly not 100%, and for this being Chicago's, what they do, they bounce back on the road after a tough home loss. I like the Bears here.
All right. Well, right now, +3 is a widely available number, and I guess you've clarified things for me here. The question is Carolina likely to bounce back after 2 blowout losses? And you're giving a resounding no to that one.
No, that's true. And I am, I do talk about correctable errors. The fact that Carolina is last in red zone offense, that actually, maybe a lot of people would say, oh, that's more reason to go against them. That tells me they do have a little bit of an upside, but because of all their injuries at running back and because they seem to be very hesitant to let Cam Newton run the ball, I don't think that's going to be fixed this week. So I expect their red zone offensive struggles to continue. So, the underdog is the play.
Bears +3 it is. Thanks, Joe.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.